So there was a study that's just being concluded out of the University of Alberta, and I'm going to go through that with you, that's focusing on, it's called the utility of cognitive testing to predict real-world commercial driving risk. And then I'm going to do a little demonstration, if it works, it should work, but I'm going to do a demonstration of the tablet that they used for that study so you can see how simple the tasks really are that people were asked to do. Now in this study, it was 2,167 commercial drivers driving different types of vehicles that were evaluated. They used the tablet-based technology, again talking about the technology side, and it's tablet-based technology, and there were 4 tasks that were performed: reaction time, judgment, memory, sensory motor control, and then they also had them do an on-road evaluation. The on-road evaluation was there to identify what were we finding on the tablet, and then what was found on road to see if there was a tie between the two. The results of this study showed that performance on the tablet predicted on-road performance. So identifying that cognitive impairment, someone who had significant cognitive impairment had significant driving issues as well that were identified on the road, to the fact that they would fail a road test. It also showed that if somebody scored low risk on a cognitive assessment, that they would pass the test. There were a few variables in there as well too, which I'll explain, but this is what this performance of cognitive assessments on commercial drivers identified, is that if they have high risk because of a cognitive impairment, that they would fail the on-road, and if they had low risk, then they would pass the on-road. High predictability. It was across all different vehicle types, and what really stood out in this study is the fact of what happened when people failed on road, what was identified on the tablet. And memory is the #1 identifier, is #2 there on the list, but it was the #1 identifier, short-term memory. If somebody really struggled with short-term memory, that they had a lot more performance issues on the road, as well as taking information that they're being told. Giving them directions of making a turn a couple roads up. They couldn't remember that information in a short period of time, struggled with that. Also the judgment task, they had low success on the judgment task, and then also the control task as well.